all I'm saying.
So let's talk about the other big news coming out of California. Klay Thompson's time with the Warriors has come to an end as the four-time champion is reportedly headed to the Mavs on a 3-year, $50 million deal. So latest update says it's a straight 3-year deal with no player option. It will be a sign and trade with terms of that still being worked out. So according to Woj, Klay had some 4-year offers from other teams around the league that he felt would not be competitive enough to acquire his services. He was also a fan of Texas not having, state income tax, I believe? So he gets to keep a little bit more of his bread. But Klay Thompson's time with the Warriors now done.
Is
Warriors
it signed and trade?
Yeah, I think they're working out the terms now.
Just asking.
Mm-hmm.
If we sign him,
could have paid him more.
Do we have to trade him?
No.
It's a sign and trade, so that means he got to sign first. If I decide not to trade him, what happens?
So, Gil, it's a sign and trade.
Yeah.
So you don't sign if your trade is not agreed to previously. So you can hold me hostage and say that I'm not going to do this trade for you.
We're not letting you leave, Klay.
Because now we know the value.
You can't just trick me into signing.
No, I'm just saying, we know the value now. I like him at this 3-year 50.
We'll give you 3 for 51, Klay.
I like this 3-year 50 right here. You know what I mean? I thought he was asking for a little bit more. So,
principal at this point.
It is the principalities. So, as you point out, Klay was offered a 2-year, $48 million deal last offseason, didn't take it. Now he's headed to the defending Western Conference champion Dallas Mavs, where he will team up with Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving. Do you think a change of scenery will revitalize Klay?
Yeah, I don't even want to say. I think what Klay did last year was, let's just say that was the bottom end of what he could have did, right? Contract on the line, right? Playing with his own head, right? He wasn't there mentally. And he still averaged 18, right? He still averaged 18 points a game, and that was probably the worst of what we can see from Klay. Shooting percentage, just the play itself. I thought the move was needed, right, to really see what your value is. And he gambled on himself, and he didn't really take a pay cut in a sense, right? It didn't really hurt him, right? 3-year 50, 2-year 48, right? He lose what, $3 million a year?
But you got to work an extra year to get it.
I mean, $3 million a year, and you're in a better situation, happier situation.
More bread too with the state income tax variable on it.
That's what I said. It probably evens itself out.
The team, owner,
right.
They're gonna take care of him.
I'm pretty sure he probably didn't want to leave, but sometimes when somebody calls your bluff, sometimes you gotta call it back. And I think this was what this was.
Yeah. Some obvious frustrations from his part with that franchise. Obviously, Draymond got his bread. Everybody else seemed to be getting taken care of. Klay came back, obviously missing those 2 years. Did solid in that championship year. Struggled a little bit this year, but by his standards, still had a solid year. So
that's what I said.
The Warriors been cooked since the punch. Let's be honest. The dynasty has been over since that punch.
It died nasty.
So it just took a whole lot out of the team, and I don't think they ever been right since then either. So, yeah, I think it's a good move for Klay.
Ain't got nothing to do with the roster.
Huh?
You know what it was? It was that.
What?
Where Golden State had where they had a chance to just be in front of the curve is when they had that number 2 pick.
And James Wiseman
because
instead of LaMelo.
Because your team was hurt and all those superstars was coming back, and you had a chance to put somebody in that was young enough to keep you afloat, and it was just you mismanaged that.
So they should have went with a guard?
I think you should have picked LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, it should have been, yeah. Because you could have had him and Steph at the one, because he's tall enough to guard 2s.
Imagine him passing that bitch to Steph the way he passed that bitch.
Right.
right? Him, Klay. Think about just all the passes he would have. The style.
Because that's basically, oh boy, that they traded.
Who?
The shooter that got
More in control.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the same, but it's just more control and.
Man, shit, you just probably still had him too.
Jordan Poole?
Yeah, you still had Jordan Poole. I mean, it would have just like it's one of those things where that's a chance where you could have made a.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, I'm just thinking, man. I saw James Wiseman play in high school. I saw the first game he had in Memphis. Dog. I just wasn't second pick worthy. What I'm saying. I saw it first hand. 2 summers in a row.
Let me see. I got you. So that draft also included Brandon, LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey.
Who won 4?
Let me pull it in.
Isaac Okoro.
Or Patrick Williams.
Oh, Patrick Williams won 4. Isaac Okoro won 5. It was KJ's draft. Mm-hmm. So, I know.
Yeah, you rounded the ones
So
up.
basically, LaMelo is basically.
LaMelo would have been the guy.
Because there was no reason. I mean, obviously, if Ant-Man would have slipped, but there wasn't. Yeah. But those are the things that you gotta really. But I guess at that time they were probably thinking big man.
But it's not.
But
Nigga wasn't like, dude.
yeah.
I mean, shit.
Motherfucker played, 1 game in college? In Memphis? No, it wasn't, trust me, man.
Oh, he was Memphis.
It was all high school hype, man. I'm telling you. I saw him play with my own 2 eyes, man. No. Christian Coloco that kicked his ass, man. Got him kicked out of the game, so frustrated. Dude, he was the second player in the class at the time. Cole Anthony was 1. I'm watching like, dude, this is what it like. No, KJ Coloco kicking his ass out here, man. Like destroying this boy. And then he ended up being the second pick in the draft. I was like, Urgh. But decisions you make come back to, that's them GMs and shit, man, them positions, dog, making these picks, man. Like Bob Myers, you was good before. I was like, I respect you. I was like,
But that's
questionable.
But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't happen a lot when you're in a situation where everybody get hurt and then you fuck around and get a lottery pick and then everybody comes back healthy, right?
You can't miss, though.
You can't miss. Yeah,
you can't miss.
Yep.
That's like if Spurs don't take Tim Duncan or the Lakers don't take Magic.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
In that situation, like you pick whoever else that was anybody else in that
anybody else
in that situation, you're not.
So just looking at now Klay with his Mavs squad, like I said, playing with Luka, playing with Kyrie. Mavs got rid of Tim Hardaway Jr., Derrick Jones Jr., signed with the Clippers. Do you like Klay's fit with this Mavs squad?
No, Trev just texted me.
Yeah. I mean, I do.
Loco kick Evan Mobley and a motherfucking Wiseman ass. That's why we're really telling the truth. But
I think it was. It's great. I mean, when you watch the way Dallas play, right? Those shots that was coming to those corners.
It ain't Derrick Jones over there.
Yeah. Right. It's now that's Klay. Now we seen when Tim Hardaway Jr. came in, we see what he did. Right, so now it's really putting a couple plays in that involves Klay because he does move. You don't want him stationary, right? He is a moving guy, making people run after him.
I think he'll get more.
Klay got to wear another number.
He'll get up a lot of shots though, still.
Oh yeah, he's 11. Yeah. What's his high school number? 22.
Your guess as good as mine.
What's his daddy?
Pulling it up.
What's his daddy wear?
Shit, if he averaged, if he averaged 18 off a bad year.
He wore number 1 and number 11 in high school.
11 is
Who's one over there? Yeah, that's young fella.
Hardy.
Yeah, that's young fella.
He can come off of that, though.
Young fella ain't coming off that. Young fella ain't coming off that.
Yeah, wore number 1 at Washington State as well.
He gonna get number 1. Let me get that young fella. Hey. Got 4.
Hey, I hope you got 400,000. I hope you got 400,000.
Yeah, so 1 in high
Hey,
school,
J.
1
Kid,
in
talk to young
college.
fella, man. Yeah. These people crazy shit on there. They just be putting numbers on people. So
What number they put on them?
No, I saw I'm talking Paul George. They had number 29 on Paul earlier. I was like, yo, these damn people crazy, man.
I seen 29, I seen 8, I seen 1.
I seen 0. Yeah.
It's like, what?
They're like, these damn people crazy. They just plugging numbers on people.
The ESPN put the 8 on the
All
wall
they do is take somebody off, put him on. Here we go.
See if it still works. But let's talk a little bit more about this Klay Warriors situation. Sad end. Didn't want to see the Warriors dynasty go out like this. Yes, I'm pleased a little bit, but it hurts. So before PG signed with the Sixers, there was a report that the Warriors were looking to land him in a sign and trade with the Clippers and were willing to give PG a 4-year max deal. Steph and Draymond were reportedly 100% on board with bringing PG to the Bay. Not 85%, not 62, 100. Clippers were unwilling to do the trade. But just looking at Klay's situation, 4-time champion, everything he's meant to that franchise and organization, coming back from 2 devastating injuries to help the team win their championship, the 4th in his tenure. Did the Warriors do Klay dirty?
Knowing what we know now, right, at 3-year 50, it would have cost y'all what? 3-year. If they would have if they would have started the season on what, 3 years 60, 3 years 65, maybe, he would have took it. You know, let's just be honest. When it's in real time, when you're there in real time, it's more loyalty than actually what I'm asking for, right? I'd rather you say 3 years 60, and you know, if you want to give back to players, let him make that decision, versus lowballing them and saying it's let's negotiate. There's just some people you don't supposed to negotiate with.
Yeah,
they've done so much. Negotiating is not fair. Right, and negotiating with him wasn't.
Yeah, let's sit down and have a real conversation. Let's come up with a number we both comfortable with, where we don't feel like you're taken advantage of, and you don't feel like you being taken advantage of. That's what the conversation should have been.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of this is our number, we're not budging.
Yeah. The 2 for 40.
Take it or leave it. Now that ain't right. Like that's, like you shouldn't give them like that ultimatum. Like I mean, like that's. Yeah, that's. You don't do that.
So 2 for 48 last offseason, I guess felt disrespectful at that time. Klay was coming in making like 43 this year. But now in hindsight.
No, but you got to. But it's the same thing we're talking about right now, right? With the PG and Kawhi thing. You paid Draymond. You gave Draymond that shit.
And he socked him.
But I'm not, fuck that.
Oh, God.
I'm a bucket. I've averaged more points than him. I've done this, and we don't do none of this without me. So I fought back through all this to get back here to help us win again, and this is this motherfucking thanks I get.
Yeah,
he was
no, for real.
Splash Brothers.
Yeah, it's the same shit. Like, you're looking at it like it's a slap in the face, man.
Disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful. And like you said, Gil, certain guys with certain organizations, it's never a negotiation. It should never be about that. It shouldn't be about the money because what I've helped bring in, it ain't nowhere near what I'm asking for. So it's foul on the Golden State Warriors' behalf.
And why I say it's disrespectful, in the sense is, I was hurt. I was offered by the general manager 6 years, $86 million. I slid that paper over, and smooth too. I had it, and I was like, yeah, Golden State already offered me the max, right? Because Baron Davis left, and then the owner, Abe, may he rest in peace, on the phone and said, hey, whatever they said last night, it has nothing to do with me. The max is yours. Whatever that number is, it's yours, and you figure out what you want to do with it. Click. Hey, all right. You know what I mean? Do what you want to do with it, right? You want to take all of it, or you want to give whatever you want to do with it. So it's like, all right, so now, I'm calling teammates when your contract. You know what I mean? You gave me the responsibility to be a good teammate and be a franchise guy, right? You offered that to Klay and you gave him that decision. He was going to make the right decision. You know what I mean? I think sometimes when everybody is not meat, right? Everybody is not product.
Let me ask you a question. What is the thing that you're saying there? When the whole thing went down with Draymond and KD, do you think they made the wrong decision then?
Yep.
You said if they would have stuck with KD and tried to move Draymond at that point.
It looks way different with
And that's a good one. Having KD would have kept the chances of winning championships very, very high, right? You move Draymond Green out and you keep KD, and it's been KD, Klay, and Steph this whole time.
Two more.
They have two more, maybe even three, depending on what other pieces they put around. So yes.
Yeah, because you can't count all three of them dudes being out at once.
Yes. Right. So yeah, it would have been smarter because you can't replace. Like, I know you can't replace what Draymond brings to that team, but you can't replace someone like Kevin Durant.
Can't.
Right? It's not. Just when you think about it, you can't mimic that talent. And most likely they could have and should have won 2-3 championships just with the three. Right? Just the three of them. And at this moment in time, and he was taking fucking pay cuts too. Like KD was taking pay cuts for the roster. Like, people didn't realize how much money he was leaving on the table. Right? So, he has so much money, that he's making from other things that, he was taking pay cuts. Oh, yeah, you pay him first. I'll take whatever's left over. Shit like that.
Damn, I mean, if you put it like that, then shit, it ain't really his fault why he left.
Nah, it was one of those, man, as just a player coming into someone that's already built something. You want to be felt like you a part, like it's us, right?
It is.
Nah, nigga, this is boys only.
No.
You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Two-time Finals MVP over this bitch, so I got something to hang this on. God damn it.
And that's the thing about it. 2-time Finals MVP, 2 times champion, and you still don't feel wanted.
Still don't.
Yeah.
But it's by one person. It's only by one person.
So that's you.
That's the leader.
Huh?
That's the leader.
Is he the leader though?
But you also had Steve Kerr, Bob Myers cracking jokes during the championship parade. I mean, it was. Knowing what we know about KD, it just feels like there was some stuff going on behind the scenes, to your point.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, man.
I get it was still Steph's team, but I just came here, won 2 chips, 2 finals MVPs.
Just like anything, man, you want to feel like you're a part of it. If you don't feel like that everybody's, like, appreciating you.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't appreciate what I'm doing? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I can go ahead.
But his personality is, like... Is that, though?
Yeah.
As long as you appreciate what I'm doing on this floor, that's what he... Like, he don't want nothing else.
And that's
him. Like, he wants, like, I'm really good at basketball. Appreciate me for my craft.
I'm just here watching film and playing.
And that's what, so that feeling is weird to me. Like, him feeling that way is weird to me.
Yeah.
Because we've seen you and we've heard the words, like, we've seen the things that you say, what you about. It ain't the spotlight, it ain't the line. You don't want none of that shit. You want to get better at your craft. You want to... You're a businessman, you want to do other endeavors and things like that. You don't.
So to feel like you're not wanted is.
Yeah, when you. Yeah, that was.
But it happens.
Yeah, for sure. Damn sure. Absolutely. Human. Person. emotional.
Shit, we got Klay leaving. He don't feel like he's wanted.
Yeah. So that's what brought it.
Yeah.
Like that's what made me ask, right?
No.
Like now, is it that internal shit that we don't know about, the things that it's been some questionable things that we've never been privileged to, right? That made certain dudes like, if I'm ever put in this situation, if they did him, or if they did Mark like that, or if they did
Him like
or if
that.
they could be saying. So it's like when my time is up now, the money, the 2 for 48 thing happened. Klay like, oh shit, this is that right now. Well, yeah, let me go get this motherfucking black light. It's still on the wall. The right was on the wall. Now let me go get this black light so I can read it clearly.
Yeah. So Klay, 3 years, 50 to the Mavs. There's also a report that the Lakers offered him 4 years for 80 mil. He declined.
He did?
Everything I just said about Klay, take it back. Take it back. Fucking take it
Can
back.
you stand him?
Yes, nah.
4 years for 80 mil, declined.
He could have been on the
Don't take this the wrong way, but you got the Mavs coming off of just making the finals. In his mind, if I want to stick it to the Warriors, they present the best option just based on how this past season played out.
Or y'all been struggling to get in for the last few
And you
years.
guys have been 7th seed for
And
the
they've
past
been-
2 years.
Who?
Huh?
The
We've
Lakers.
been in.
purple
We've
and
been in
gold.
the playoffs every year.
Your purple and gold.
They just changed the rules to make it seem like we barely getting in. We've been getting in. We've been getting in
Comfortably.
fresh. 7. 7. That 8 is the one you got to worry about. 7
That's why
is
this shit
7.
is so stupid to me.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to be fighting for your playoffs lives at 7, dog.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
No.
You fine with 8? I feel like 8.
No,
Not
only
even-
way 8. Well, 8, yes.
Is it
8,
tie?
yes. 8 and 9. If it's a tied 8 and 9, that's the only way it should be a play-in situation. That's it, man.
You shouldn't be playing.
You shouldn't. No, you should not, man.
Like that's
Especially 7, dog.
Even think about it. Let's say 8. That's just it. I looked at some 7th. Like if you and I just went back in history to see how far 7th was from 10th. They shouldn't even be in the same building.
No.
So the fact that I got to jeopardize what I did all season for a team who done fucked off all season,
You have 35 wins in 10th, dog. And
35 wins, and we should be.
And the team that's in fucking 50, they got 55 wins in 7th, right? And I gotta play.
I gotta play.
I gotta play you, and you could possibly get hot tonight
Hot tonight.
and make fucking 33s, and then
Yeah, just in one game.
in one game. Now I gotta play again.
Yeah.
Then fuck around, let the team tonight get hot. Come on.
Yeah.
Now I got 55 wins, and I'm fucking sitting at home. Let's not do this, NBA. Let shit.
It
stupid.
is.
That is crazy.
It's a reality. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It is gonna happen. I'm telling you. A team that's in 7th got all them wins, ain't gonna fucking get in.
Ken, you're from Dallas. Are there ample bodies of water for Klay to do some boating on in the Dallas area?
There are lakes. There's no ocean for his boat. He probably had to get him a different type of boat.
I think he's 300 miles away from the Gulf of
Yeah,
Mexico.
so therefore there's plenty of lakes in Dallas that he can
Okay.
fish in,
Smaller
lakes
boat.
and all that. There's a few of them, but
Nothing like Marina
Yeah.
Del Rey in the Pacific Ocean, the vast Pacific.
but
We offered him 4 year 80.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't believe it.
But last question on these Warriors.
That was y'all championship right there.
We think about the Warriors dynasty. Obviously, Klay, Steph, Draymond, instrumental. One of my favorite big threes. How will the Warriors' big three be remembered?
Shit.
As champions.
Yeah, it's a dynasty, man.
4-time. The dynasty.
Dynasty.
Champions. Yeah, I mean.
They are a dynasty.
Yep.
Broke the Bulls record.
Yes.
I mean, I think when it's all said and done, though, they're going to be looking like Shaq and Kobe, wishing they could have stayed together at the end. Like, they could have got 8.
Which, them three?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
No.
breaking up the dynasty and everything would happen. I think
They wouldn't have won no more.
Who?
You think this Warriors team stayed together?
So-
it was still
so-
dynasty was over either way.
Dynasty was over either way, though.
Their best option to sustain the dynasty was making a
They
move.
got
like
4. They wasn't winning another
Yeah,
one.
they got their 4.
Yeah, they wasn't winning another one with them 3 as they main guys.
Yeah, they snuck one in that 2021,
Yeah.
right? That was that one. 22. That 22.
Yeah, they snuck that one
They
in.
snuck that one in. You know, no one was expecting that one. So, you know, man, them boys did what they did what they did. I mean, the only person
They should have 5, though.
they should no.
I mean, if they kept KD.
Oh yeah, if they kept KD.
Well, the one where Draymond got suspended.
Well then,
That's the one.
but then the first one they won shouldn't have been theirs either. If, you know, so if
Came
so
back.
you know they got their 4. I'm pretty sure one of the 3 is gonna get another one somehow. One of them gonna sneak one.
Probably Klay.
Nah, Dallas ain't win no goddamn championship.
Why not? All right. All right.
Not playing ISO ball every time.
No.
Got to run some sets.
You see how close it wasn't in the finals? You know, so yeah. Pretty sure to be probably, if I had to put my money on it, Draymond.
Yep.
It'll probably be Draymond to sneak another
That's
championship.
what I say too.
Because he can go and fit in. Yeah, he can go and fit in with a team and just be that glue guy to put it all together. You trading Curry. I mean, it's gonna be one of those like.
So they're gonna leave.
I need everything.
Yeah,
So
he
they
can
gonna
go
leave-
somewhere and
so they
Al
gonna leave
Horford
Steph
that
by
thing
himself?
out.
The Kobe route.
And Draymond go somewhere and Al Horford that thing out.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I said.
So Draymond still has 2 years left on his deal on a player option, 2026, for $27 million. But that money by that point, not going to be that much bread comparatively to what the cap's going to look like at that point. So, woo.
Boys getting in bags.
Well, unfortunate day for Warriors fans, Lakers fans as well. We were trying to take Klay from you.